Alrighty, we're about ready to go here. So this is tournament match, the RTS Sanctuary Christmas Tournament. This is the group stage right now, which is the first round. I think there's 4 people in the group. We'll be playing 2 games. Each game, so essentially there's 6 games each person will play in this group stage. 2 versus each player, so I'm playing Skady first. So how it works is we each have technically a home map where we each pick a map, our god, and then the next game the opponent will pick his map, his god, and then the other player picks the god. So I'm gonna try to concentrate a little bit, maybe to actually have a chance to win. So maybe won't talk quite as much as I sometimes do, but I'll leave the mic on so you can hear me as I express disgust about my idle villagers and my units dying and stuff. So first game, I'm gonna choose Alfheim, because why not? Thor only. I'm not sure if we get vetoes. I'm really not a big fan of vetoes. Let me see if we get vetoes. Alright, nothing is said about a veto. Is there? I just did Control F on the whole topic, and I didn't hear a veto. Or see a veto. V. I don't know if there's any vetoes. I don't see anything about a veto. Veto? See, I'm putting Control F and I'm not seeing a veto. I think you're wrong. He's going Gaia, which actually is not a bad god into Ra. Where is that? Anyway. Hopefully my baby continues to sleep. Alrighty. Go to sleep, baby. I got some tournament games to play. It seems really quiet. My audio. I'll have to turn it up. There, that's better now. I can actually hear. I don't think I will get hunting dogs. Baby, why are you awake? We're just sleeping. Maybe I will get hunting dogs. the passy for you. This baby keeps sleeping and then waking up. And then sleeping. Come on, baby. It is way past your bedtime. Sometimes babies get to the point where they're just overly tired and just won't sleep because of it. Out of the way. Way to go. Way to have an awful drop. I'm not a big fan of the... The reason I picked this map is because Alfheim can have the tendency to actually have the lowest hunt in the game, even lower than Oasis, and not as many herdables. But it looks like it generated a fairly decent sized second hunt. Come on, baby. It's kind of impeding things here. Should be scouting with my cows. I think I keep missing the drop off for these vills too, which kind of sucks. Okay, that's actually pretty nice to be able to transition right to my gold mine there, or not my gold mine, my town center. Oh sure. So that actually turned out pretty well for me. Pretty well, I can't complain about that. So, I have not played one. I don't know if I've even played a raw 1v1 since patch 3.0. Definitely haven't played against Gaia in a very long time. So I'm not actually sure what the Gaia player will do here. Kind of. I wonder if it's worth it. I probably should just do 2 town center fast heroic because that's the easiest thing to do and not completely mess up. So I'll probably do that. There's more hunt down there too. And I'm hoping I have a gold mine down here. I don't think it's possible for me to have a back gold mine because of how close that town center is to the corner. I really need more woodcutters. That's actually going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah, he's built a settlement already. I told you to empower that. What is this relic? Yeah, nothing too good. Town center time.
In which you are there?
There is the Ankara right there.
Image erect. You refer. And you repair.
Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty slow
You refer?
advance here. Not too happy about it.
Rig.
Pretty slow.
Rig.
This is just the first game,
You refer.
You refer?
so hence
In which
there is no score.
NQER. Image erect.
Okay, he's using
Rig. You refer?
Image erect. NQ.
Rig. You refer?
NQ. UER. Gerek. UER. And which.
okay.
In which. UER.
In which
I don't know if I'm gonna win. Hate to say it.
Rig. Up.
Image erect.
But I definitely should wall this. This is like the most obvious wall ever seen into the history of mankind.
You refer. UER. UER.
Well, I guess the advance isn't a terrible time.
Image erect. NQ.
Up. You refer? Up.
Still not entirely happy with the advance time, but could be worse.
You need to.
Image erect. Image erect.
Dang it.
Rig.
Thought I made that long enough to.
You need to.
And we NQ.
You need to. In which air? Tayo. Rig.
Image erect. You refer. You refer.
In which up? You refer? In you refer? Gaia.
Image erect. In which. In which.
Move your fat butt.
In you refer?
Gerek. In which.
In you up?
In which.
In you refer? You refer?
Image erect.
Rig.
In which.
In up? Gaia. In which tayo?
Image erect. UER.
You need to refer? Pro iya tawid?
Gerek.
Into you.
Tayo. Up?
In which. You refer.
Rig.
Into you.
In which tayo?
Into you. EUER.
In which. Image erect.
Oh, I'm housed. Like, terribly housed.
And in which. You refer.
Into you. into air.
In which EU refer app.
Garrick. EU refer into you. Into you.
Ayo refer. Ayo.
Rig EU refer.
EU refer. In which EU into air. Into you. Correct.
And ayo.
Look at this fat thing walking so slow.
Into you. And you into you. Garrick. Into you. Into you. UEL.
Look at me housed again.
Naya
I'm
in
so good at this game.
Garrick. Into you. And you refer.
In a UAE and UAE in a
Into you. Into you. Garrick.
It's kind of stuck.
Into you.
Inito I air. Tayo.
Antio UAE in UAE
Into you. UEL. Into you. Into you.
in a in a Jirek Ayatio Jirej
Garrick. Into you. Into you.
Jirej
Garrick.
Jirej UAE
Rig
in Ayatio
Garrick.
in a Jirek Ayatio
And you.
I still have one more house to build, don't I?
in a Jirej
Garrick. Into you.
Jirej Erifir Antio
And you. And which.
Erifir
Into you.
Tayo. Ayo refer.
Into you.
And he has such a good eco.
Into you. At you. Into you.
Rig Ayayatu.
Ayo refer. And ayo.
Into you. At you. Garrick. Into you. Into you. Into you. Into you. At you.
Inito I air. Tayo. Tayo.
In which tayo.
Inito I air.
App. Rig
Garrick. Into you.
Ayo refer.
Into you. Garrick. UEL. And which. Garrick. Into you. At you.
And ayo refer.
Inito App.
And which.
Inito. Ayo refer.
in a Jirek Ayatio
In which Ayayatu.
Dang, that is quite the push here.
Into you. Garrick.
Jirej Erifir
Gerek.
in which
Image erect. You air at you.
Into you. Into you. Gerek. En wedge. Ear at you. Into you.
Air at
Into you.
in which you are air, you are air,
Gerek. You. Into you. En wedge. En wedge. At you. Gerek. You. Into you. Into you. At you.
in which
in which you are air,
Into you. EU refer. Into you. Into you refer. EU refer. EU refer.
in which
Into you.
Probably should have gotten my building upgrade. He's effectively blocked that off.
Gerek.
in which Greg,
in which are you refer?
Into you. And EU refer. Into you. At you.
You refer.
In Wayo.
In which you air.
It is looking grim.
Gerek. Into you.
In you air. Air at you. Air at you.
he need to air,
UAE. Anti-refer.
Gerek. Ear at you.
Gerek. Afgre.
And into you. Into you.
Dang.
Gerek. At you.
in which Gaia, he need to air,
Gerek. And which Gerek. EU refer. UER. Gerek. EU into you. EU refer.
in which
Gerek. Into you. Into you. Gerek. Into you. Into you. Into you. Into you. At you. And with. And you.
Greg,
Gerek. Into you. At you. And into you. At you. And
Well, they're almost dead.
into you.
Yay.
Into you.
he need to air,
Into you. Into you. Into you. Gerek. Into you. Into you. Into you. Into you.
in which
In which you refer.
Gerek. Into you. Into you. Into you. And wait. At you. And wait. At you. Into you.
One's almost dead already.
Into you.
I think he just heroized the one that had like no hit points left.
Into you. Into you. Into you. Into you.
And you
in which
Gerek.
Okay.
he need to air,
Okay, yes, I got a follower watching me getting smacked here.
Into you.
Oh.
EU.
It's not a good fight.
Into you. And you. And which EU. Gerek.
Image erect. Pro and Yahweh.
in which
I guess I probably needed to be a little bit more aggressive.
Image erect.
Into you. And which
Grig. EU refer at tayo. Grig UIR in which UIR finito. EU refer in UIR.
Anyway. He just got quite the eco there. Probably with the patch, Gaia probably actually does pretty well against Ra. With all of the, because I mean, Gaia's main weakness is the early aggression, and the two taunt center fast heroic kind of allows Gaia to get full eco, like his eco probably in comparison to mine. Well, I mean, it was probably not as high up as I thought it would be. I just needed to push faster or just hop the Mythic and get Osiris rather than staying in Heroic Age forever. So I could have gone Mythic fairly early on.
In which
Man, he had quite the push here. Very strong. Anyway. That would, well, or it could be that he's just 2k. That could be the problem. Nope. It's so this is just a 2-game series. That was my map. So he will pick this map. Yeah, the Gaia 2TC boom is probably does pretty well in that scenario. But it's alright, he played well. I like Alfheim because, well, I didn't think he'd go Gaia. Alfheim can actually have less food than Oasis. So, because you don't get the goats on Alfheim, or at least not as many. And actually, if I can get a low hunt spawn on Alfheim, it can actually spawn fewer hunt than Oasis. Because Alfheim has some really low hunt possibilities. And whoa, I got a subscriber. I can't pronounce your name. Maybe Hisatron? He just subscribed after watching me get my butt kicked. Wow, look at that. Appreciate it. I don't even have to play well to get a subscriber. Kind of wonder if I should be Ra in this. This is a rough matchup for Ra. Ra versus Zeus on Medit is... I can't see what he said. Oh, he said it's suicide. This is a rough matchup, but the question then the other alternative. What do I do alternatively? Because don't play a lot of 1v1s, and I mean I've played only pretty much Ra. Everybody wants my incredible emote. That could be it. Well, thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate it. You don't want to see my Aranos. Do appreciate the subscription. All subscriptions are greatly appreciated. Alright, well, we'll see what we got going on here. I don't foresee myself winning a I don't see myself winning water.
Rig. EU refer.
So the question is, what do I do? I could just turtle up on water and get early town centers.
Rig.
Image erect.
En which Hro ia tawit. Inito. UI air. EU refer. EU refer.
I'm shooked. What is that?
In which Tayo.
English, please.
In which.
I'm gonna have to get that town center pretty early, I feel like.
In which Hro ia tawit.
Greek. Tayo.
And those little piggies. Whew. There's some more pigs here. There's my other town center.
Inito. Greek. Ayo refer.
Or pigs up there, which I'll probably need. Looking to see if I have other really close fish to this shore. Those are not two fish. Two are too close to the shore. Nope, nope. I'm not gonna give away water, but I might do the old dock spam strat where I'll put a dock here, put a dock there. I mean, it's probably pretty predictable though. But where is that villager going to drop off? Why did she start walking that way? She wants out of this game. She's done.
Image erect.
Rig EU refer. In which
Greek.
In which
I actually want to get to these pigs before he does. Probably should have gotten them a little bit faster.
Inito EU refer.
And which Tayo. Ayo refer.
Rig Tayo.
Okay, there's one piggy. Two piggies.
Rig refer. Inito Baya.
More piggies.
And which.
In which Tayo.
There's another one. They always have friends.
In Gaia.
Rig refer. Inito Tayo. EU refer.
In which
Dang it, he must have got the other ones.
In which UI air.
Image erect. Greek. Tayo. air. In which. In which. Greek. UI air.
Inito Rig EU refer.
Inito air. Greek. In which. Tayo. air. Gereg. In which.
And I'm housed. Of course.
UAE. Arc.
In wedge. Dio IR.
In which Baya.
Entio. Image erect.
N wedge.
In a direct.
Image
In a
erect.
direct.
Hey,
In wedge.
okay,
Pile.
take that.
In wedge.
Garrett.
Enito. Greek.
Tayo. Great at. UIR. Fair.
Into you. Into you.
Image erect.
Garrett.
Entio.
N wedge.
In a direct. UAE.
Gerek. In wedge.
N wedge. N wedge.
Entio.
Into you. Into you.
Gerek. Entio.
Into you. Into you.
Okay, let's get this. Let's get that. Probably another.
Into you. Garrett.
In wedge.
Garrett.
Another town center, maybe.
Enito.
He will probably have his heroes over there, though.
Into you.
Image erect. In wedge. Gerek.
Garrett. N wedge.
Greek. Tayo.
Into you.
In wedge.
Garrett.
Image erect. In wedge.
Garrett.
Greek.
Surprised he does not.
Image erect.
Into you.
In wedge. Image erect. And tayo. Enito.
Greg.
Greek.
Garrett. N wedge.
Enito.
Greg. Aya.
Tayo. Image erect. In wedge. Image erect.
Into you.
Image erect.
In wedge. Erifir. Erifir.
These are the worst placed farms in the history of the world.
In a direct.
N wedge.
In with Tayo.
Greek.
In with Tayo. UIR.
And which are you
Finito. UIR.
N wedge.
Gerek. In wedge.
Garrett.
In you refer. Tayo. Tayo. EU refer. Tayo. EU refer. Up. Greg. Up.
Image erect.
Garrett.
Greg.
Gerek. In image erect.
Into you.
Gerek. In wedge.
In which. In Maya.
Are you refer?
Finito.
In Gaia. Image erect. In wedge.
Garrett. 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 N wedge.
Built one too many barracks. I cannot advance.
Pro in Yahweh.
Garrett. Garrett. Into you.
Entio. Image erect.
N wedge.
Greg. You are here. Maya. In Maya.
In a direct.
In Maya. Finito.
Gary. In wedge.
In Gaia.
Gerek. Into you. Image. Erect. Gerek. In wedge.
Gary. Into you.
Rig. Aya Iatu.
Gary.
Dayo. Dayo.
Gary. Gary. Into you.
In repair. Finito. Air.
Antio. Arc. Tile.
N wedge. N wedge. Into you.
Okay, I really need to press. Dang it, I'm always housed. How does this happen?
Into you. N wedge. Into you.
If I lose a few boat battles, I will get some. Oh, whoa.
Enito. Erect. You refer.
Gary. N wedge. Into you. Into you. Gary.
Gerek.
Actually turned out pretty well.
Finito. UI air.
Erifir. Tile.
N wedge. Into you.
Rig.
Tile.
Into you. At you. Image.
Rig.
Erect.
UI air.
Into you.
In wedge. You air.
In wedge. Arc.
Image. Erect.
N wedge. At you. N wedge. Into you.
In reach.
Giretio.
Into you. U-E-R.
In reach. Air.
Into you. N wedge.
Finito. Rig. You refer.
In a Jirek.
Into you. Gary. Gary. U-E-L. Into you. Into you.
Oh, he's making a market.
And which are you refer? Image. Erect. You refer.
Rig. In reach.
Can't afford all that idleness.
Into you. N wedge. U-E-L.
Antio. Erifir.
Gary. Into you. U-E-L.
Finito.
Gary.
Rig. Gaia.
Girej.
Into you. Gary.
I did win the lottery, didn't I?
Gary. Into you.
I have to get Avengers.
Into you. Gary. U-E-L.
In a Jirek. In wedge. In wedge. Antio.
Into you. Gary. At you.
In a Jirek.
N wedge. Into you. N Gary.
Finito. You refer.
So far, so good.
Into you, Gary. Into you, Gary. Into you, image erect. You refer. Into you,
He has to have some more gold somewhere.
into you, you refer.
in which you are air,
And we die here.
Into you refer. You into you, you refer. Into you, image erect.
Inito.
in which you are air, refer,
Into you, into you, into you, ear at you.
in which Tato Yatawi, Rig, you refer, you are air,
So I went and got this because this, well, is worth about 10 villagers,
Into you,
and me having it makes
Gary. Into you,
Hinito, you are air, in which you refer, Rig,
Greek. And Greek.
Jirej. UAE. Jirej.
and wedge. Into you, into you, and at you, and wedge. And into you, at you. Into you, and wedge.
I really need a lot more gold though right now.
Baya,
Gary, into you, at you. Into you, into you, into you, into you, and wedge. Gary, into you, at you, into you. Gary,
Rig, you refer, Rig, Ro Yatawi, in which
and wedge. Into you. And you, into you,
Rig, Aya Yatu,
image erect, at you. Into you,
Okay, it's tournament time, so you know what that means.
Aya Yatu,
and wedge. Into you. And you,
in which up, Rig, Aya Yatu, in which Rig, Rig, Aya Yatu, in which
image erect.
Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Gary. And
Rig, up, you refer,
Gary. And wedge.
Hinito, you refer, I air,
Into you. Into you.
Man, when it's tournament time, you gotta go, 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 go.
Into you.
in which
Into you.
And watch this.
in which Aya Yatu,
You erect. Gerek. You are here. Gerek.
Hinito, in which Ro Yatawi,
You
you refer,
Gerek.
Hinito, you refer,
Into you.
Just like this. Watch this.
Into you. Gerek. Into you. at you, in which you
Rig. Rig.
Ger, at you, into you, into you,
Rig. Refer. Atawit. Rig.
into you.
Rig.
in which
That's useless pop. That's useless pop.
EU refer. EU refer. Air. In which.
into you, in which
In which.
Image erect.
Nope. Nope.
You refer. In which.
He need to refer.
Into you.
into you,
In the area at you.
into you, at you,
He need to.
See, look at that. I cut off his army. Brilliant. Brilliant, I say.
into you, Ger, at you,
Oh, not run close, run far.
in which
Image erect. Area at you.
into you, at you, Ger,
Anti you.
Ger, into you,
He's got to have gold right there. Kind of thought I would get that, actually.
into you,
Look at this. I'm empowering the wrong market. I'm an idiot.
in which UEL,
Oh, they're all right there. Okay.
into you, Ger, into you,
EU refer. EU refer.
into you, into you,
Where is his gold?
into you, into you, in which, into you, into you, in which,
He need to. Rig. Iatawi. Rig. He need to.
Gerek.
into you,
Rig. Aya iya.
into you, into you,
He need to. Iatawi.
into you, into you, into you,
Rig. EU refer.
Okay, you guys need to come down there.
He need to. Air. Iatawi. In which. Rig. In which. Air.
Great.
into you, into you, into you, into you, into you,
In which. Tayo. Air.
In which?
Actually, they need to empower that.
In which. Air. Iatawi. At.
into you,
Rig. EU refer. At.
Into you.
In a Jirek. UAE.
Rig. Air.
Into you. You
Into you. Here at you.
Okay.
Into you. Into you. Image erect.
Come at me, bro. Come at me. See, I still got a few tricks up my sleeves. Oh, man. Yeah. I started moving my mouse 300% faster. Why do I think I won? I think I won because I took over water. The water wasn't so much of a benefit to me as it was to him. Like the Greek needs the water a whole lot more than I do to supply the eco boom into the early mythic push. Me winning water and winning it pretty easily took him completely off the fish, gave me a little bit of fish for that early eco. Like I probably could have deleted them now, especially since I didn't get the second upgrade. I didn't even get the first one. Oops. But that, yeah, I think the water win followed by a really nice pestilence here really slowed his economy down to the point where he couldn't get a strong mythic push, because by the time he did his underworld push, which is what me as the Ra has to be really afraid of, I was pretty well set already. I had all my building techs at that point. I had army. My army was a little bit out of position. That took a while for the elephants to come here. I actually don't think I even ended up needing it. Oh yeah, by pestilence, I mean, yes. If you don't come to my stream a lot, you know that I often say pestilence instead of locust. But I think, like, yeah, I just think he can't give up water that easily. And also, I got his plenty vault for probably about a minute and a half early on in Mythic Age, and the plenty is also, I mean, it has a gather rate of about 9 villagers. So by me getting it for about a minute is actually an 18 villager swing. So I think, long story short, the reason I won is because I was able to hinder him economically early on, which although, well, not early, but probably mid-game on. Because early on I get a pretty strong disadvantage because I'm giving up fish, but I'm also getting up all my settlements. And so you can see by the time here, I'd actually caught up in economy. And that's because of everything that I did thus far. And once I catch up with the economy, I should win late game, just because Ra is a lot more flexible than Zeus, especially after Zeus has used his underworld. So that's kind of the long story about that. There's a few other things. I don't think he probably played his greatest. And I played pretty well this game. Like, going into it, I kind of knew he was going to pick Mediterranean as Zeus. It's a pretty, it is a good matchup versus Ra. So I kind of already had implemented this strategy in my mind. And since I've played Ra pretty much is my only 1v1 god. Oh, I got a rock here. Even though I haven't been playing much lately, like, I know what to do. So it wasn't really too hard to kind of implement my plan. And he didn't really do anything to stop it. So I think what I did is kind of the best chance that Ra has here, is just turtle up on water, get early town centers. He probably could have, he also probably, well, we can watch the recorded game, I suppose, and go through it. Let exit, so this shows up. So we'll throw up the recorded game here. And it is, if you're wondering, you came late, this is a best of 2 series, so this is it for the games. It's pool play, so we play everybody in our pool twice. Speaking of which... Another guy I play, UberBro, is here. And that was another thing I was going to mention. He could not have made units. His early barracks archer units really didn't do anything for him. Yeah, it's just a best of 2. Sorry. If you're expecting a third one, it's only 2. But where did Trustify go anyway? He was talking some mad trash early on. So it isn't, there's not a whole lot of hunt. Well, it's maybe a normal hunt. But going into it, it's pretty standard fish. You generally get your three sets of shore fish, and this is usually about the pretty standard width from the sea. Not as close as it used to be on the original maps. On the original maps, the turtle fish strat was pretty strong because the fish would be, instead of out here, they would be like right here, and you could fish as an Egyptian without even making units. But we can probably skip forward to a little bit. This gold mine I had was decent. This is about as good of a second gold mine as you'll get. His is probably a little bit better because it's in between. It's a little bit further back, but this is about as good of a gold mine as you'll get. So really, is Zeus. He kind of has 2 options that he can do in this matchup. Is the strong, well, because you're assuming that he wins water. There's a strong Age 2 push on a gold mine, or just a rush to Mythic, followed by an Underworld, Colossus, Myrmidon. Seemed like he kind of got caught in between and made an army, but didn't do anything with it. So we're just kind of cruising on along here. So the early pressure here, I'm anticipating this. I thought maybe he would go a little bit harder on water than what he did. I kind of did some fairly bad garrisoning through all of this. Really, I shouldn't be losing fishing ships. Doesn't take a lot to garrison and then ungarrison. But you're right. That is another thing I was going to touch on, and I think I mentioned that during the game, is when I was going to this town center, I thought he would have his heroes there. If he would have had his heroes there, I would have had to have used Shifting Sands then to get my town center, because I'm not having an army. Staying in classical and fighting classical for me is a terrible option. Here I am losing a couple boats. He loses his centaur for absolutely no reason. So that was pretty good because it kind of eliminates the scouting. He also probably could have made a few more boats, fishing boats. If I were him, I probably would have made another dock here and at least got a few more, because he has 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 boats. Or he could have gotten these 2. Comparatively, I'm still, even though I'm not really making boats, I still was able to fish a decent amount. I feel like he probably should have made a couple more boats early on, but this made alright. Early town center grabs, pretty standard. For him, once he sees I'm not fighting, here I am probably losing that boat, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say I played perfectly clean, but I played a lot better than what I thought I would. This game went pretty well for me, just overall. Like I said, I've played Raw a lot, not so much recently, but kind of that muscle memory is still in here somewhere. And it just comes to a point I just need to, you know, get on kind of a routine, and it kind of comes, and I never really got off of my routine in this game. What am I doing? So he's got some resources stacked here, but yeah, the first big mistake I think, as somebody mentioned, was he should have had his heroes here for this, and he could have easily afforded that while getting, I mean, I'm looking at his, he could have easily afforded that, and that would have forced me to do my early shifting sands just to get my town center. Like if he doesn't lose his centaur here and parks it up here with a scout and his 2 heroes, I'm kind of in a bit of a problem when it comes to getting this town center. I also get a few boats down, and all of that. And but yeah, if I were him, since he didn't prevent this, I don't know how much of the map he has scouted, but at this point he should be assuming that this is my second gold mine. Probably could have walled this off and then pushed on this side. So at this point he still has, you know, full throw of the water. He's got a couple town centers. He's got a good eco. I think I got all my techs before. Okay, I got my techs, so at least I got that going for me. A couple idle bills. I am losing another one. Yeah, there we go. It's taking a little bit extra fire here, but the nice thing with boats is that if your boat is moving, the dock can't hit it. So as long as you know, like, you can do some heavy micro if you want. If it's like a bunch of boats on one dock, just move the boat back and forth that the dock is shooting at. Ooh, you just missed my boats there. You should probably also get his second and third, or his second eco upgrades. Like if this push is on my second gold mine, I'd start getting in a lot of problems. No, Norse boats don't still get hit. That is a myth. Not true. Their speed is higher than the dock tracking. I think he lost a couple boats here, maybe just that one, then he noticed. Does he have purse sign? He does. See, I did forget purse sign, but I got a lot of, I think probably the main thing I actually messed up was my garrisoning and ungarrisoning of the fishing ships, but that's not a big deal. A little bit idle bills. They have more than 5.5 speed. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure if you go load up the well, I just look at the files, but like this army here, I probably didn't even need to use shifting sands. It was probably a waste. I mean, I didn't want to lose water and let him get water, because if he gets water, he probably wins. So yeah, I don't know if that shifting sands was needed, but I just didn't want to allow him to get that water. And see, I'm aging up now, which is why I'm now getting boats out, because I wanted to wait until I aged up and get all my boats. And see, he was a little bit behind on his boat spam. A little bit slow to advance too. I feel like he probably could have advanced a little bit quicker. He's also leaving he's actually leaving a lot of food on the map. Like, farming is the slowest gathering in our classical age, even with plow. It's slower than chicken, it's slower than berries, it's slower than hunt, definitely. So I'm kind of surprised, kind of a mistake that he didn't go to his hunt. Well, it wasn't a bad shifting sand. I mean, I could have wasted it a lot worse than what I did. Also, this was a pretty big issue for him. It allowed my Wadjet in, and I don't know how many vills I ended up killing here, but I think I got a decent locust on these vills, and I didn't really watch. I just casted it and then just assumed it was going to go great. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it wasn't as good as I thought. I guess it worked all right. And then I'm transitioning into water. Got a lot of boats here. Probably. Well, I think I ended up making about the right amount. I'm just kind of got a problem here. There we go. Make it fast forward so it doesn't look like I'm losing so much. Also could have microed this dude a little bit better, but I think he killed a decent number of vills up here. The problem is he automatically will target the town center because it's shooting at him. So that's a bit annoying. Is I want him to just kind of sit here and just kill villagers. Does he have his eco upgrades? He didn't get his eco upgrades either. He tried to defend water. He actually, since he lost water, this ended up being a bit of a mistake for him. Because this all ends up being wasted resources. My boat's actually doing pretty well here, even though I didn't really micro a whole lot. Like this is a, yeah, he doesn't win water, so he loses a lot. And a very merry Manticore here. It came way hard forward. Dang it. And see, he's got this. He's put all this resources in an army too, and they just didn't end up accomplishing anything. So that's. I mean, this is a lot of sitting resources that just never really did anything. And I mean, looking at his eco here, he's kind of pretty badly mismanaged it at this point. 2,000 gold. Yeah, Manticore. Did you lose 5 vills? Maybe this one. Do I kill this one too? Oh, you didn't even notice the Vesuchos there? Yeah, he did a little bit of work. And now he's just wandering back. I think I ended up throwing him up here and he just dies. Yeah, I made about the right amount of boats. Because I ended up keeping these for the late game water pressure. So really I only overmade 5 cabinets. So that was actually pretty good boat amount for me. I get a few more picks on some vills here too. Like, he can defend this, but his army is kind of all on the wrong spot. I don't think I quite have his gold mine yet. And here comes my really powerful Pharaoh chariot raid. But yeah, these 5 chariots actually do a decent amount of work. I can't believe I empowered the wrong market for much of the game. Okay, it's a little bit later. So here's his army. So yeah, when I see the Hephaestus, my concern is the underworld spam. But I'm not too far behind him because of all these economical stuff that he kind of messed up early on. And see, now he's kind of starting to lose units to like these hoplites, just kind of getting plunked down. So this right here, when I get this is pretty significant. So I got it at 1630, and I'm now getting resources off of it. And as I mentioned, it gathers at about the speed of 9 villagers. So with me getting this is a +9 for me and a -9 for him. So this is technically an 18 villager raid right here almost. And I'm also pushing him up from gold. So this is really big here.
Into you.
Doing pretty good with his eco upgrades. I think I get all of mine pretty quick, though I never managed to get my fish. And I get him upgraded because I saw this coming over the water, so I was predicting a Underworld 2 right around over here. Yeah, the Plenty Vault gathers at about 9 villagers. Was the math done way back in the day. So yeah, I've had this. I ended up having this for a full minute. So that's a minute's worth of an 18 villager swing, which is pretty significant. Depending on the technologies, it might be a little bit different, Mr. Prowler. But I remember reading that quite a bit a long time ago, that the Plenty Vault was worth about... So here comes the Underworld. What kind of upgrades does he have? Medium with not a whole lot of upgrades. So yeah, I'm a bad boy and I make a few mercenaries. But shame on me. Look at my priest empowering the wrong market. But I just can't afford to lose the town center. So really need to get this. I think I have, yeah, I have all the building upgrades. I got the mud dried brick, the building upgrade, both hit point upgrades, and then the fortified town center. So this gets pretty close. It gets down to got down to 300, just under 300. So yeah, if I don't have mud dried brick is 280, so it might have been killed without, definitely without architects. Architects is a huge technology. So once I defend this, I'm pretty confident now at this point that the game is won. Yeah, I probably could have just pushed with the elephants here. By the time they got here, everything was pretty well cleaned up. And I do have Skin of the Rhino too. I always get Skin of the Rhino. Makes your villagers so much more. I think even at this point, yeah, we got this pretty much the same armory upgrades. So here comes the rock drop. So I pushed that back, but the one problem I'm at still is that I don't have any aggression anywhere. Yeah, I think your Colossus was like way up here. Oh, okay. So that is the only thing, because with him having the ceasefire, if I lose a town center and he grabs it with villagers during ceasefire, I probably lose. Just because it's so hard late game to push back on a town center. So here comes the rock drop. Probably could have dropped my elephants a little bit closer, get a little bit more attack on it, but I guess he ends up using ceasefire anyway. So it's like I wasted a lot of the ceasefire. So when you're on aggression and your enemy uses ceasefire, it's really important to put up walls. You really want to wall up your base. So I spent 30 seconds before I started throwing down walls, so that was a bit of a problem. I also didn't. There we go. So there's my upgraded walls, and just you don't want to underestimate the second wall upgrade. It doubles your wall health, which is huge. Yeah, okay. Let's get these elephants back. How's my... Okay, so I'm getting decent armory upgrades. I wanted to be able to finish all these walls, and I should have walled like here too, because I was putting down some watchtowers. Losing my poor mummy. Does he die? Oh man. Well, that's what you gotta do. I mean, walls are huge in this. Walls are huge. And I made some more mercenaries. I'm a bad boy. Very bad. Now, one problem I do have right now is I got a whole bunch of chariots that are in the wrong spot. I needed them here. But I can go raid. No big deal. Because at this point I know I'm just basing it off of what he's got. He has heavy military. He just gotten his heavy he just gotten his siege tech. So I knew he was he's still on the edge as far as economy. So, and then I managed to just catch these. I mean, even if these get through free, my town center probably doesn't go down. But managed to just catch these in time to throw down some walls. Yeah, I broke I broke the no merc rule, because the no merc rule doesn't do you anything when you lose. Like you can use it and say, look, I won even if I didn't use mercs. But if you lose without using mercs, nobody cares. So at least I put these guys to real good use. This is a really good raid here. I eventually grabbed, yeah, get this. So again, here we are. Getting the plenty vault, which is good. I think I waste a few chariots to this stupid town center. So let's see, because I've already built all these walls, and it took him so long, he's already lost one Colossus by the time he got to my town center. I do believe I got my second thing there. Yeah, I lost a few too many chariots to that, but after you lost and another ice raid here. I think these are some of his low hit points from pestilence from Locust. So they still eventually died. So yeah, this was a really nice raid here. I mean, because pretty much his trade is done. His plenty vault is mine. His eco is probably pretty well. Yeah, his eco is gone now. So that is it. Really. This was big here, just getting the aggression allowed me to clean up on this side too. So that is the game here, and then he brings Bellerophon. Do I at least kill this dude? Yes, I did kill him right before the game ended. So awesome. So anyway, I just actually messaged the other guy in my pool, one of the other two. Yeah, you're right. I mentioned the other guy, Mr. UberBro, so I'm actually gonna play him. So he is another guy in my pool, so I will play him, which is pretty awesome. So actually, I will switch my stream title real quick to be Tournament Games against UberBro, and I will get 66% of my tournament games in on the first night of me playing, so that's awesome. UberBro, is it UberBro or UberPro? Because if it's UberPro, I'm doomed. UberBro, all right, we can deal with that. UberBro, all right, done. Updating, and maybe I will just put it on the overlay real quick here. Update this. Okay, that was game one. Was Ravi 1v1 on Mediterranean. Hey, look at it this way though, Skady. With the way the points get, you get 1.5 points for winning your opponent's home map. So we're just generous. So we let each other get an extra 0.5 point as opposed to us winning our home games. Alright, so UberBro, where is his game here? There it is. Tourney, what's the password? Yes! I got it right. Alright, so I really don't know who this guy is, other than he's an UberBro. So, we'll see. And then the other person in the group is player. So it's player, Skady, me, UberBro. So I think UberBro's decent. Looking at his rating, he's a 60-65 rating with 139 wins, 142 losses. So we'll see. Don't know. We'll assume that he is good. Because when you assume you can win, do you know what happens? You might lose. Oh, he plays Poseidon. Man, if Barca is here, I apologize. So let me get into the scene 2 camera. Oh, I need to change it versus UberBro. UberBro. So 0 to 0. Yes, UberBro. And Purge Trooper times 38 is joined. What map do I want? See, I don't know this guy if he plays Poseidon or what he does. But it's either Alfheim or Oasis. Since I lost an Alfheim earlier, I'll just go Oasis. But thanks for the follow, Purge Trooper. Appreciate it. Yeah, so the way it goes, each person has a home map. It's a best of two. Well, not even really a best of two. It's just 2 games. So home map picks God, and then the opponent picks God. So kind of gives the opponent the ability to maybe not really counter civ, but at least kind of have a little bit of an advantage. It's a nice. I like the system. It seems like it works well. And everything 30. Let's just follow. Appreciate it. Seeing some names following that I haven't ever seen in my stream before, so it's probably because I don't normally stream at this time. But you get it tonight. So maybe like magically player will log on after this, and I'll play him, and I'll get all of my tournament games in. Oh, this guy's from Australia too? Oh man. Boy, if Mr. Hannibal Barca's in here, he's probably gonna throw a fit if I beat this dude, being a fellow Aussie and a fellow Poseidon player. Just kind of sitting here. Man, this is like... Oh man, he's icing me. Getting me all hyped. Alrighty, here we go. Oasis. So, Ra versus Poseidon on Oasis should be a pretty decent matchup for me. Important to get as many goats as I can. Boy, I am really in the corner of the map. Like, these two towers, like, protect nothing. Ooh. The lions next to the town center are really worrying me. Okay, good. This is a very low hunt, Savannah. There has to be another goat. Maybe it... Oh, he could be alluring them already. Whoa, 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 whoa. You idiot. You mean making mercs? Yeah. Honestly, I feel like really bad every time I make them because they're just such a broken unit. No, I just don't want him to get that. I'm really kind of curious as to where my last town center is. Ooh, I'm almost housed. Whoa, that's not the way I told you to go. Getting a little bit of idle time here, which I'm not thrilled about. Alrighty. What relic did I even pick up anyway? Increases the attack of Hippopath, throwing axeman. I've seen better. You guys are idiots. A little bit of a rough classical age, I feel. Can I wall this off?
Greek. UIR.
Walling this off so I can get. I'm gonna get that town center.
Enito. Ayu refer. Ayu refer.
Antio.
Inito. Rig. You refer.
UAE.
Ayu refer.
Antio. UAE. Antio. Fear. Tayo. Inejirek. Ak.
Inito. Inito.
What are you doing?
Antio. Ak.
You look very similar to Lorenzo. I don't think that's a compliment.
Greek. Ayu refer.
Maybe it is.
Ayu refer.
In which you refer.
Come on, I need like a little bit more. Alright, I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. The unit bomber.
Rig. Gaia.
No.
Antio. Tayo. Ak. UAE. Jirek. Fear.
Inito. You refer.
Age of Ozone.
Inito. Up. Rig. You refer. Inito. Inito. Up. Rig. You refer.
Alright, did I get everything I need?
In which year you refer.
Okay. A little bit of a slow age up, I feel.
In you refer. Tayo.
Okay, I did get the scout. Cool.
Inito. Gaia.
Come on. Gotta go with that on this map.
Inito. Gaia. Rig. Kro iya tawit. Kro iya tawit.
I want that.
In which tayo. In which you refer.
Also get this.
Inejirek. UAE.
I want to wall here so he can't pressure a
Antio.
Migdol.
Inito. Tayo. You refer.
Gary Anthony with the smiley face in your name. I like it. Always try to get the wood upgrade.
In which I air. Kro iya tawit.
In UAE. Ak.
So really the only thing I have to be worried about is
Inito. Up.
oh no, that's alright. Oh. Okay. I was kind of anticipating that.
Tayo.
I don't want to put my barracks there, but here is a good spot.
Inito. Up.
Ah, he's sitting on that.
In which
How would I do something with this? Do I have all my houses built? KS just tipped $5. Man, I got a subscriber and a tipper. You guys are just way too generous. Man, you guys are nice to me. Yeah, I don't think this game is gonna go too well for him. Thanks for the tip, buddy. Appreciate it. See, he's not doing a whole... Yeah, he can't... There's nothing he can do with this army. Like, he's killing... How would I go on a little scouting rampage? Death to this Villi. Come back here. Hey, Curse just does so little to full up full HP chariots. Oh, that's interesting. I think I can do enough damage without having to use Pestilence Locust. I told you to empower that thing. Oh, I can't. There's already a dude empowering it. No wonder. It's going for the double empower. I am missing a house. Oh, is he going? I actually did not mean to use that there. I meant to unclick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I need to do some really aggressive walling. Oh, Hephaestus. That I was not expecting. Oh wow, I did not expect that to die like that.
at you. Garrett, you eat Garrett, you refer. You eat into you.
Antio e refer.
And I need to wall off that. And make some.
Garrett, you eat air. You eat air. Into you eat air.
We did go empowering nothing. Okay, I'm gonna go get this plenty vault.
In which you refer.
Into you. 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 You eat air. Into you. Into you. Into you.
And we Dio.
Into you. Into you. Into you.
How would I take his town center?
And we I you refer.
And we into you. Into you.
I you refer.
Up. Finito. You are air.
Into you.
And we Dio.
Finito. Finito.
I don't think I need a fast mummy.
Finito. Up.
Into you. Into you. Into you.
And we I you refer.
Oh yeah, I might actually. You're right.
Enito. Dio. I you refer. You and you I air. Enito. Dio. You I air.
Antio
Where's my?
in what?
I you refer. I you refer. I you refer. Greek. I you refer.
In which you refer. You are air. Up. You are air. In which you refer.
Kind of scuffling a little bit here, actually.
Enito. You I air.
In what?
Oh, this idiot's right up here.
Finito. You are air. In which you air. You refer. You are air.
Into you.
Enito.
Into you. Into you. You refer. Into you. Into you. At you. Garrett.
Finito. You are air.
Into you. Into air. Garrett. Air. Enwedge. At into you. Enwedge. Into you. Into you.
In which you refer.
Garrett. You eat air. Garrett. And Garrett. You refer. And you eat air. You refer. Garrett.
Finito. Up.
Garrett. And you eat air. Into you. Garrett. You refer. Air. Into you. And wedge.
I you refer.
That hurts.
Garrett. You eat and wedge. Into you. Garrett. Into you. You eat into you. You eat air. And you eat air. Into you.
In which you are air. Finito. Up.
Garrett. Into you. At you. Into you. Into you.
Man, I'm actually really throwing this.
Into you.
Come on. Throwing!
Gary.
Gira e rifir.
Finito. I hear. Engaio.
Go into you. And wedge. At you. And into you.
Need to empower that as well.
Aya ia.
Go into you. Into into you.
Finito. I hear.
Yeah, I know he's eating my gold.
Gary. At you. And wedge.
In wedge. In a gira.
Go. You eat air. And into you. Gary. You eat air.
Enito, are you refer? Enito, Greek.
This is a really rough game for me, but it'll be alright.
Into you. At you.
Ring. You refer. I hear. And you refer. Finito. Finito. Up.
Into you. Into you. Into you. At you. And wedge. Into you. And wedge. At you. And wedge. At you.
Come on, I need a little bit of wood. See, right now his army is just badly out of position. Come on, I need a little bit of this. Nah, iron weapons is needed. Very good tech. Oh, where did this guy go? Armory upgrades can never be underestimated. I am popped out, look! 160, 160. I can't let this happen though. Whoa, starting to get a little bit frisky here. Okay, I don't need these guys on gold.
Greek UIR.
I mean, I kind of scuffed for a while, but he's not played terribly. This isn't good. Do I? Yeah, I got it a long time ago. This isn't a best of, it's just a 2-game. Alright, I will send a mummy down. That's where they're getting in right there.
In Gaia, UI air. Ini Gaia ia tu. Ak.
In which
Yeah, I'd say it's like midnight my place. Oh,
Rig. Rig.
where is my thing? To be honest, I kind of think the overlay that lets you trade without having your trade visible is a bit cheap.
Rig Gaia. Ak.
Jirej. Hayo.
These militia are just so annoying. Oh my.
Enito. I refer. You
in which into you.
In Gaia.
I think I saw him making titans or something.
Rig.
Where did this guy go? Okay. Oh. Never mind, you come up here.
Rig Gaia. UI air. Ini EU refer. UI air. Ini to. Rig. Ak.
Jirej. Erifir.
In which.
Can I get this yet?
In which
I should be able to kill his gate though.
into you.
In which in a Jirek.
Into you.
In a Jirek. In a Jirek. And you
That was a lot harder than what it should have been. He put up a fight. Man. Impressed. This Thundercloud Shawl is a very good relic for him to have, though. Extra Pierce Armor. I've probably stayed in Heroic Age for way too long. Yeah, my eco still was actually not even as good as his. Did he get... Yeah, I had bad... Did I forget to train bills for something or something? Something or other? I don't know. That's a close game though. So that was my map. So now we'll play his map. So it's just a best of 2. So I went 1-1 against Skady earlier, so maybe I'll go 1-1 against this guy, and it'll just kind of be the theme of the night. So this will probably be the last game, unless like player shows up and we play my games against him too. So that was my map, Oasis. We will now play his map. We'll see what it ends up being. Kind of wasted my pestilence that game. GG. Focus is new. Did I say that again? Always say that. All right. Frozen wastes. That's it's a good pick. Mr. Ali. Salamunalaikum? Cool? Sure. Tundra pools. This will actually be the first time I ever played a 1v1 on Tundra pools. So, we'll see. We will see. See, I'm not sure if you can. I don't know if you could pick Painted Desert. It's kind of unclear in the thing. Anyway, so Tundra pools.
Greek in which you are air. Greek up.
I feel like it should be a water build here.
In which you refer.
Where am I from? I'm from the United States. Or did you see that second level play, high level play? Am I play Command and Conquer? No, never have, sorry. That high level is empowering the town center. I do really like the trees on this map though.
In which you are air. Greg, Tayo.
Kind of wondering what I should do. First I should probably find out where the town centers are. Okay, there is one back.
You need to. You refer.
Yeah, they're nice. I like the autumn trees are a very nice touch. Wow, this is the high fish too. Man, what is strategy to do on this map? I speak English well. I should. I'm from America. So it is my first language. Oh crap. Is this a 2K plus tournament? Yes. You can tell by the way I build my houses.
Image erect.
In which you refer
Image erect. Image erect.
Finito tayo Ro iya tawit tayo Rig Ro iya tawit Finito.
Should I go for like an early town center grab? I feel like I almost have to.
Rig tayo tayo UI air
So I feel like it's beneficial to dock the enemy water. I will probably do that.
In wedge. Arc.
Rig tayo up tayo Rig UI air tayo
Feel like it forces more defensive resources than aggressive, especially because need to wall this. This is wide open. Just because my docks only cost 50 gold. I feel like it's substantially worth it.
Finito Ro iya tawit Finito Up UI air Up Finito In which Finito Baya In which tayo UI air UI air In which Up UI air tayo UI air
I don't Americans like Turks? I didn't know we did. I was not aware we didn't.
In wedge. Pro in Yahweh.
Antio tayo
In which tayo Ak
Antio UAE
In which
Jirej
Come on.
in wedge
We like Turkey.
Jirej
Are you kidding me? I'm 2 gold short.
Antio Ak Antio
Is there a word I know in Turkish? No. I don't know a thing in Turkish. I really don't think he is, well, I need to get my fishing upgrade, don't I?
in a Jirej Antio In wedge. In a jirek. Hayo.
Gerek. Tayu.
In which
In a jirek. And UAE.
Find some more gold. That's what I need to do. Okay. Oh, you're teaching me Turkish while I'm trying to play some games here. I like it.
Tayu.
Gerek. In which you
In a jirek.
into you
This is a bit of a mistake push for him.
And with
This is a bit of a mistake in idols for me.
In a jirek.
Inito Tayo.
In a jirek.
And with UIR.
In wedge.
You're trying to get all religious here.
In wedge. In wedge. UAE.
Rig. Air. Inito.
In wedge. In a jirek.
Greek UIR.
Eco management is a bit lackluster right now.
Rig. Air. In which
And with. And you repair.
Rig. Inito. Air. Rig. Tayu.
Don't like that advance.
Greek.
Into you.
In wedge.
Gerek.
Rig. Ak. UIR. Aya Iatu. Rig.
UER.
In which Aya Iatu. In which Aya Iatu.
Jirek. Hayo.
Dang it. Need two more.
Rig. Air.
Jirek. Erifir. Ak.
Rig. Air.
Into you.
Tayo. Tayo repair.
Rig.
Into you.
In a jirek. Ak.
Rig.
Are you repair? Are you repair?
Jirek.
Inito. EU refer.
In what year?
Into you. Into you. Ear at you.
Dang it. That was the poor.
Rig.
UAE.
Air.
In what?
Rig. Ak.
IU refer.
Rig. EU refer. Finito.
In wedge. Erifir.
EU.
Antio.
Great IU refer.
Dang it, he has 3 town centers, doesn't he?
IU IR.
Into you.
Rig. Ak.
Who's this?
Into you. EU. Into you. Garrick.
He's going up already too, isn't he?
And wedge.
Rig. Gaia.
Antio.
Finito. Ak. Ak.
Antio.
Rig. Ak. Air.
In UAE.
And wedge. EU. Garrick. Into you.
IU refer. Garrick. Into you.
Garrick. Garrick.
Tayo. Ak.
Garrick. Into you.
Need to get that town center down, that would be huge.
And wedge. Garrick. Into you. And wedge.
IU
Into you. Into you. Into you.
In what?
in wedge.
Finito.
Into you.
NYU refer.
And wedge.
Finito refer.
I thought I got that upgrade.
Ak.
Into you. And wedge. Into you. Into you.
Finito refer. NYU. Rig. Refer.
Into you.
He's trying to go for the ceasefire play.
Garrick. UEF. And wedge. At you.
Direct. Tayo. Erifir.
IU refer. UIR. In wedge.
Finito. EU refer. Rig. Air.
Image erect. Image UIR.
EU. Into you. And wedge.
Finito. Finito. Air. NYU refer. Rig. Ak.
IU refer.
NYU.
Direct.
Tayo.
Image erect. In Yawit.
NYU. Tayo.
And Garrick. Into you.
Enito.
Into you. Into you. Garrick. Into you. Into you.
NYU. EU refer.
Into you.
NYU. Air.
Into you. Into you. Garrett. UIR. Into you.
Direct Erifir.
And we Tayo. Tayo.
EU refer. EU refer. EU refer.
Dang it, I'm gonna have a huge
EU refer.
He needs
loss of
IR
gold
here.
income pretty quick.
Into you.
Tayo. Up. He need to.
And direct Erifir. Erifir.
Garrett. UER. Garrett. And into you. In wedge. UER. And Garrett. UER.
EU refer.
Direct UIR.
Into you. In wedge. At you.
In which.
And UAE.
Greg Aya Iatu. Greg Aya Iatu. In which. He need to. Aya Iatu.
Garrett. At ER.
What is this guy going?
At you.
Oh wow.
In which.
Garrett. Into you.
In which. Aya Iatu.
Top of the line wall there. Holy cow.
Garrett. Into you. Into you. At you. Image. Erect.
He need to. Greg IR. Tayo.
In wedge. At you. Into you. Garrett.
He need to. Ro Iatawit.
Garrett. Into you. Garrett. In wedge. Into you.
In Greg.
And UIR.
In which IR.
In wedge.
Greg.
In wedge.
Greg Naya in Shrek.
Oh, this would be quite helpful actually.
Greg you refer. He need to. Aya In which.
Tayo. UIR.
In you refer. Greg Aya Greg you refer.
Dang it.
Greg Tayo. He need to refer. Enrich Aya Iatu. Inito Tayu. Inito Aya Air.
Erect. Garrick. In wedge. Inage. Erect. Here. In wedge. And you. Garrick.
Inito Aya.
Garrick. By here.
How would I?
Inito Tayu. Inito.
Garrick.
Oh, I'm missing a house.
Inito Tayu.
Inito.
In wedge. Into air. And Garrick. And Garrick.
Enrich. Inito Aya Air. Refer.
Garrick. Ia air erect. And into you. Garrick. Gaia at Garrick. Garrick. You air.
I really need more than one.
Inito Tayu.
Yeah, I'd like to say that was the plan, was to divert his army by doing that,
Into you.
but it wasn't.
Garrick. Air.
Rig Aya Iatu.
Greek.
Into you. At you.
Rig Up Aya Iatu. Aya
That was big catching that.
Into you. Throw in Yahweh.
I feel like he had me early, but his ceasefire really, actually I think hurt him more than it helped him. But yeah, and he shouldn't have gone Artemis either. Artemis is kind of the one punch knockout, and if you can't do the one punch knockout, then it's not a good choice. But I feel like he probably should have won this game though,
Garrick.
because he had a pretty decent, and he didn't find my though. He didn't find, actually, if he would have found this gold mine, he probably would have won, because that was my only gold income for a while.
Garrick.
If he catches that, it's probably the end, but yeah, these are tough games. Could have gone either way. You got Harmonia, but yeah, those were close games, I have to say. Ooh, see, his eco is way better than mine. Holy cow. Way better. I forgot I had rain too. What kind of a raw player never uses his rain? Jeez.
Rig
But yeah, as Poseidon, you gotta just like put buildings around the map. It's so annoying because even if you kill them, then you got these militia running around smashing things. So it's, yeah. Man, those are some close games. And I wasted Son of Osiris. He probably did no damage at all. Terrible. Because he was way ahead. Well, he wasn't ahead in civilians for some reason. It took him a bit to get his town center. But yeah, that ceasefire, I knew it was coming. And thankfully was just able to get to that one town center faster. He shouldn't have used ceasefire at that time. But yeah, militia are just so ridiculous. Oh, they're so annoying. Alright, Chrono JJ2. Oh. So game 3 was on Oasis, and that was Ravias Pass, and game 4 was on Tundra Pools. Ravias Pass. Did I lose? No, I didn't lose. So I went text. I want to add some text. Oh man, that's way out of there. That's what the Brits said during the American Revolution. Oh man. And let's do some new text, just to put it on here. I don't know why I'm doing all this work, just to put on some text. Text is, let's just do Christmas Tourney. Alright, slide this down here. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Yeah. Any team games I can maybe play? Two v two. How long? This I might be able to start a team game in just a bit. So. Playing those 1v1s kind of made me realize why I play team games, because 1v1's it's just a lot of work, like to be competitive. Like team games is a lot more relaxed. That's why I like it. I can just kind of chill, play random gods, and have a good time. So hopefully I can get in. There's a 2v2 being hosted. I think it's almost done. But I do want to go back. Let's see. At the start of the stream, I had a... Oh, it doesn't go back far enough, my chat. But I had someone subscribe, and I really appreciate that. And then I also had Chaos tipped me $5, so thank you for that as well. I really appreciate that. And remember, donations or subscriptions are not expected, but very appreciated, to be sure. Very appreciated. Oh. Alrighty. No Christmas hat yet. Maybe the $5 tip can go to my Christmas hat. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell. I look at my little baby right next to me too. She's so cute, sleeping. I'm going to probably use the bathroom because I have to pee. Alright, I'll be right back. 3v3 coming up. Oh, I'm going to leave this game. Okay, so guys, I am going to turn my stream off for just about 30 seconds and then turn it on. That way I get two different videos put up. So don't go anywhere. In about 30 minutes, about a minute, I'll restart.